Welcome to Imagine If. I'm your host, as always, The Butler. I want to sincerely thank you for tuning into my show today. I'm here to serve you today with some amazing true ghost stories that will have you thinking a bit more deeper into the paranormal life. Again, all these stories are real, true stories from real people all over the world. And if you're enjoying these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit the notification bells to be informed the second I make a video. So let's start by diving into the Screeching Woman. Now, before we speculate the possible explanations for this, take note that people whom have told these stories are real people, and to the naked eye have no real reason to lie. It goes like this. I honestly do not know even where to start by saying all this. Paranormal stuff has been happening to our family for pretty much almost 30 years now, even before I was born. But it's been aimed mostly at my mom and dad. I'm 24 years old now, and there's been a lot of things that's happened over the last 20 or so years, and it's honestly beginning to get a bit terrifying. I could write a big post explaining everything and might sometime explain a little bit more about all this happenings that's happened over the last 24 years, but today I want to focus on the Screeching Woman. A little over 5 months ago, I believe, I woke up in the middle of the night. I had to go pee. Only this time, something felt off. I opened the living room door and I walked up to the bathroom. I did my thing. I washed my hands. Nothing wrong. I go back into the living room, turn on the light, and suddenly this fear, this dread washes over me, and I still can't explain to this day. I get this rush of a flight reaction in my stomach, and I close the door and I dash towards the stairs. When I set my first foot on the stair, I hear this loud screeching wail. It was so loud, like it came from straight behind me. I don't think I dashed up those stairs fast enough. It was certainly a woman's voice, and the screech, not even a scream. I haven't spoken to anyone about this except my girlfriend. Today, my mom said she's been hearing a screech for the past few months or so, mostly at night, and of course my dad doesn't hear anything. Is there anything related to hearing a screeching woman? The next story is titled, I Think I Saw Jesus. Now, this next story actually gave me the chills, and I had to include this in today's episode. When it comes to speaking about religion, it's a tough subject, and maybe a lot of people are not comfortable speaking out about it. Christianity is considered the number one religion as far as popularity. Christianity, Catholic, Buddhism, Judaism, whatever your religion is, that's fine, but Christianity is number one out of about 4,300 other existing religions in today's world. And the story goes, I believe it was March 2020. I got out of bed like I usually do. I walked out of my bedroom into the hallway. Before my parents, I hear a loud crash. They rush up the stairs and notice immediately that I had fainted. They told me that I was snoring as if I was asleep. So they took me back to bed where I napped out. A bunch of confusion and asked, what the heck is happening? What happened? They told me that I passed out and I didn't even know why or where it happened. Because of COVID, my parents contacted the doctor via Zoom and they brought me downstairs. And oh my gosh, my head felt like a spinning top and everything was moving side to side like a ship at sea. I sat down on the couch praying to God to stop the pain in my head, please, and stop my dizziness. Keep going on and on. I don't know how much more I can take. The doctor during the Zoom meeting told us to go get my blood work done. So we did, and I came home. Luckily, nothing major. I laid down on the couch, my head still spinning, and then suddenly, it happened. I was on the beach, standing on the water's edge, looking out into the water. and I looked to be around 9 or 10 years old. The area felt as if a tide wave was out there and the sand was completely wet and flat. I suddenly look out into the water and I see a man who had dark olive skin, a perfectly trimmed black beard, and hair that draped all the way down to his shoulders. He had beautiful brown eyes, like pools of amber. He wore white clothes and a purple sash. At this point, I was not too afraid, but something just felt comfortable. Jesus looked down at me and he had the most beautiful smile. He had that Middle Eastern smile, the one that goes from cheek to cheek with perfect white teeth. He was standing on the water and he was monitoring his hand to come with him. Come here, OP. It's okay. I'll catch you. At this point, I was at least 20-25 feet away from him, but I'm scared. He knelt down to my level. It's okay, OP. I'm here. He told me, you have to take the first leap if you ever want to get anywhere in life. He put his hand out, a distance in which, I can actually grab it. I closed my eyes as tight as I could, took a deep breath, and took a step. I put my hand out and I latched onto his. It sounds weird, but I felt as if I was taking my first steps, like a baby, while walking into the water. I slowly got comfortable to walk with him before we slowly stopped in the middle of the water. He knelt down to my sides and told me, OP, I promise I'll never, ever leave you. Never, 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 he said. He got back up and held my hand and we walked into the bright, blinding light. It was weird because as we walked into the light, I could hear my own laughter. I woke up a bit stunned from what I just saw. I knew I was conscious, yet I felt like outside of my original body. After the vision, I fell back asleep for real this time, and I felt way better afterwards. Please guys, tell me in the comments below if you have ever experienced anything like this before. Now, I'm pretty young, but I've only visited about 15 states up to date. Actually, a little bit less than that. I personally enjoy traveling, tasting different foods from different areas all over the country, meeting awesome new people as well. I currently live in the Chicagoland area, but I'm planning on moving to Denver or the Los Angeles area sometime in the next year or so. And we will be building my dream home. Now, I have personally been following the paranormal world for many years now, and I've seen many haunted houses videos. Real ones, not like the movies. This next story is a new homeowner's worst nightmare. It goes like this. My wife and I recently bought a new house in the rural of North Carolina. I have always considered myself a bit of a skeptic, and I've even tried to find reasons to pretty much debunk anything paranormal and find logical reasons. We closed on the house a couple weeks ago and are currently working on the house as we're living in it. Nothing too major. We just had a conversation about both of us having unexplainable experiences when either me or her are not in the house and we're only in the house alone. These past 2 weeks have been crazy. One day last week I was working down in the basement and I was going back upstairs to the main floor, and while I was going up the stairs, and I'm about 100% positive that something behind me was going up the stairs with me. I looked back and nothing was there. As always, I tried to find a logical explanation, And what with the old stairs creaking behind me, even though I knew the difference between creaky stairs and actual freaking footsteps. My wife was home alone and one day, and I was going to go wash a load of laundry in the basement. As she was going to open the door leading to the stairs of the basement, she saw from the corner of her eye a shadow of a human figure running across the hallway leading to our bedroom. It's September 13th, 2020. Tonight we were in the room trying to get our newborn finally to go to sleep, and we had the lights off in our room. However, our bathroom light was on with the door open. As we both were conversating about everything that we need to get done the following day, we saw a flickering on the wall. A shadow walked across the room. At first, my brain tried to bring up a logical explanation, but we both were laying down, and we could have not casted the shadow ourselves. I'm looking for advice. I know it sounds like we have a very friendly type of spirit situation, but if things get worse, I need to know what is the next step. It sounds like this is a horror movie, I know, but there was a spirit, ghost, whatever. Should we look at getting our house blessed or a possible exorcism? We just bought this house and we have no funds. Please, comment down below. Let us know. Thank you very much for watching, and that is today's episode. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.